Well, good evening, everyone. Hope everybody's having a good night. I am here with a different man in the headset tonight, Mr. Tim Harvin. How are you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing good, Matt. When you having me on and knowing Phil wasn't going to be here, I had to support the headset and in his honor. So
I completely appreciate it. Phil actually ran north of the border this week, played our Canadian event this Wednesday, and he's meeting us tomorrow at American Dunes. So exciting weekend on the APT, the Folds of Honor Challenge this weekend. It's going to be fun. The golf course is mint. They are televising a huge collegiate tournament in 2 weeks. And the weather in Michigan is just about perfect. I mean, 76 degrees for a high on Saturday, low of 66, and I think 78 for a high on Sunday with a low of 66 with no rain and partly sunny. So it is going to be a beautiful weekend at a beautiful place in American Dunes. Cannot wait to be on site. But yeah, we got a lot to cover tonight, don't we, Tim?
yeah, first of all, I hate I'm missing American Dunes. I was looking forward to that all year, but running two chapters, it's one of the few weekends I had free to spend time with the wife. So she kind of put the kibosh down on me there and told me I wasn't going anywhere.
I completely understand how that works. For those that don't know Tim very well, Tim's been doing great things in Atlanta and Birmingham this year. Both chapters growing quite a bit. Atlanta's getting close to that 200 member mark, isn't it?
We're really close. We're excited. We're hoping to not only break the 200 mark next year, but in 2024 be pushing, if not break the 300 mark as well.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's going to be good. I know you've been talking to me about some great tournaments coming up in Atlanta. We'll be talking about a few things later on tonight when we start talking about the majors. And so that's going to be fun. But we've got a whole host of guests here. It wouldn't be a live night if we didn't bring on Mr. Handicap Czar, Mr. Matt Fegley. So working around, he's snuck out of his room from reviewing handicaps for the North American Championship to come hang out with us tonight. Are you in California or Carolina, Mr. Fegley?
Based on the sunlight, I'm in North California. No.
That is fair. I didn't even think about that. I was just going. I wasn't sure if we were allowed to, disclose your location as the handicaps get reviewed. But anyways, man, it's good to have you on. And we've got, our liaison to the North American Championship. He's been helping me with that all along, but also Myrtle Beach chapter owner, Mr. Jeffrey Helms. How are you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing great, man. How about you, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. It's kind of weird, spending like 3 or 4 weeks away from the beach, but I am ready to get back down there. Spending most of the month of September at the beach, and so appreciate your hospitality in the condo, and we're gonna have a good time. So
awesome.
Cool. Well, tonight's a fun night because we've got the 2024 major schedule. We're launching announcing the first 4 opening registration for that. Everybody's excited about that. I timed an email to go out to my St. Louis guys. We announced our first fall event tonight as well with registration open. That should hit about now. So it'll be exciting. We've got the 2024 membership registration is open for those that want to renew. If you're new to the tour, you've been following us for the last 3-4 months and you're like, man, I really want to get involved. This is a great opportunity because you can sign up for 2024 and get in and start playing right away. So we'll say if you want to come to the North American Championship, you do need to get 5 rounds in to get a handicap established, but you're certainly welcome to start playing in our local events coming up. But it's North American Championship time, Jeff. You want to update anybody? North American Championship, Myrtle Beach. How's golf looking in Myrtle Beach right now?
Golf in Myrtle Beach is looking excellent now. We just played. Actually, we had a local event at TPC a couple weeks ago, which that was great. Course was a little wet. They got dumped on with a lot of rain the night before, but it was still in excellent state. This Saturday, we've got an event at Kings North. So everything's coming around at Myrtle Beach. The courses are in great shape. Looks like we're going to have a great time in September.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been fun to kind of watch things come together. Really close to the 550 mark right now. So if you still want to come, there are just a few spots available. So certainly you want to act on that sooner rather than later, because once they're gone, they're gone. We're not going to expand the field beyond 580. It's going to be what it is. We've got some great events coming up. Matt, you want to talk about the par 3 challenge on Wednesday at all, or am I putting you on the spot?
It's on the spot, but I'm excited because what is it? They got the par 3 challenge. You guys get 3 clubs. Right?
Under the Lights, 3 club
Under
challenge.
the Lights. Yes, that's right.
Every hole is 100 yards.
Oh, that's going to be fun. I look forward. I look forward to Jake Holmes not showing up with a putter. And those of you that know. So if he doesn't show up with a putter, don't. He has a special gift of wedge putting. So
Yeah, I wouldn't count him out if you're deciding to gamble on the par 3 challenge. Once again, that's not condoned on the Amateur Players Tour. There's no gambling. I would not bet against Jake Holmes putting with a wedge. So may have learned that the hard way back in 2021. It's one of those things that you learn when you start to meet people. So that being said, Wednesday night we've got about 50 spots left for that. So that's starting to sell pretty quick. It's on the National Major schedule. Par 3 challenge, Under the Lights, 18 holes, shotgun start, 7 o'clock. It's going to be a great time. And then Thursday, this will post hopefully this weekend. We're finalizing some details. Jeff's having it out. We're going to have a preview event at Wild Wing on Thursday. We're going to announce a fun format for that. So if you're looking to get a practice round in at Wild Wing, we're going to have an event the Thursday leading up to registration, which will also be at Wild Wing that night. Fun night. Make sure to plan to be around, hang out with APT. We've got way more stuff to announce for the North American Championship, but I will go ahead and Chris, actually, you want to throw up the course rotation for the North American Championship real quick in that graphic so everybody can see it. So we'll run over that real quick. Division 1's playing World Tour, Myrtle Beach National West. Division 2, Wild Wing and Kings North. Division 3, Myrtle Beach National West and World Tour. Division 4, Wild Wing and Palmetto. And Division 5, Kings North and then Palmetto. So please note, though, each of the divisions are going to be split each day. So half of the division is going to be on one course, half on the other, and then they'll rotate for the Saturday round. And so, but you'll have that. We do have practice round information as well posted. You'll be able to book those starting September 6th. And so a lot of exciting things coming up. But yeah, we've got some fun things. Tim, what are we missing? North American Championship. I know you guys got a lot of people coming from Atlanta and Birmingham. What are you guys most excited about?
Honestly, I wish I was playing first and foremost. I hate I'm missing out because there's 2 courses on that schedule that I have not played in Myrtle Beach, and I'm really, really excited about it. I'm glad you said the preview event was going to be at Wild Wing because that's one of the 2 that I haven't played, so I'm not going to miss that one. And then Myrtlewood, I would really love to play that one as well because that's one of the other few courses in Myrtle I haven't played. But the one King North and the West course, those are 2 just absolutely astonishing golf courses. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with any of them on the schedule, but I would like to have played just to play the 2 I haven't played.
No, absolutely. Myrtlewood Palmetto, I think, is a really underrated golf course. Jeff and I played it a month and a half ago when I was down there. I hadn't played it. They just redid it, put $3 million into it, and, man, it is a special place. It gets right on the waterway there. It's got the obviously iconic 18th hole, but just a really good golf course all the way around. A fun round of golf. All the golf courses on the rotation are really, really good. They're really fun to play. And it's going to be a great time, 580 of your fellow APT members competing for a very large prize pool paid exclusively in Visa gift cards. So 580, I don't even know how to do the math. It's well over $30,000 just in the open division. And I can't figure out the rest of it. So we'll have those numbers. I just need a calculator. So forgive me for that. But everybody's here because we're talking about 2024. So I think I've stalled long enough. But before we get into the 2024 majors, let's hear a quick message from our friends at 2 Under.
Two Under. Quality fabrics. No roll waistband. Joey pouch. Elevate and separate. No chafing. What more could you ask for?
Telling you, I love my 2 Under for sure. Anybody not wearing 2 Under on the panel today? Admit it. Jack is watching, so we might get you some free underwear if you say you don't.
Oh, wait, then I'm not.
None of us are wearing 2 Under, I promise you.
Not at all.
There will not be proof of concept here. It's just you got to take our word for it. But anyways, 2024 membership registration is open as of today. So you can sign up, renew your membership for 2024. It's the same deal as last year, $125 for the player membership. $200 is the Folds of Honor partnership that just includes a $75 donation to Folds of Honor. We set up a goal last year to raise $75,000 this season, and we are really, really close. I cannot wait at the North American Championship to hear from a scholarship recipient and their supporters, and then also present them with a check from all the hard work of our members. It's going to be a really fun night. Beginning in 24. So membership registration's open. The links on the website work. So amateurplayerstour.com if you're wanting to register. But we promised we'd announce 4 majors tonight. So I think we should probably start with that. So Tim, I'll give you the honors of talking about the first one.
All right, so I guess, do we want to tease it a little bit before we announce it, or just kind of?
I mean, we can.
Yeah, I mean, you did mention gambling a while ago and how it was frowned upon, but then again, we're at we're going to be at a sports book and casino and everything for our first major. So maybe gambling's not frowned upon.
Certainly not at a casino. And, with casino room rates, that the most expensive room rate they have is $99 for us, because that's a pretty good hotel deal.
Yep, really good deal. And then I guess the one that may give it away to anybody that knows is it's tagged the Augusta You Can Play by the owners of the golf course.
It's not actually Augusta.
It's not actually Augusta, no. So
because the price tag's under $300, and if we were to get on Augusta, you'd have to add a couple zeros. Just saying. So, but we're not getting on Augusta. Don't worry. I don't have an in, guys. I really wish I had an in. But yeah, first major is going to be November 4th and 5th, the fall kickoff major, and it's going to be the Mississippi Open at Dancing Rabbit Golf Club. So that is live on the website now. Registration is open. Really great price tag for Dancing Rabbit. It's going to be a fun 2-day event. Field's limited to 100 players. The max, we've got some great hotel deals at the casino. Tim, you want to talk a little bit about the accommodations? I know you guys have been down there more than I have, but
yes,
golf courses.
Yeah, so we've got 2 different room deals. One is what they call the Dancing Rabbit Inn. It's a hotel on property of the golf courses. It's a really nice hotel. They just finished a renovation, I think in February of this year, complete renovation. So those are really nice. And those, believe it or not, those are actually the more expensive rooms. The rooms in the casino were $10 cheaper. So, and we're not talking maybe a quarter of a mile apart, and they do have shuttles that run back and forth. So you've got rooms in the Golden Moon Casino, which for all of us degenerate gamblers, that's probably where we're going to be. For the not so degenerate gamblers, you can stay on the golf course property itself. And they will shuttle you back and forth either way. So once you park your car, unless you want to move, you don't have to move.
Right. No, absolutely. That'll be it'll be a really fun weekend. A great way to kind of kick off the fall. November 4th and 5th is the weekend that time changes. And just so you know, I always say this because somebody always asks me, there's not a room requirement for this event. We just happen to go work and get some really good room rates. So you guys can take advantage of that. I'm not sure, it's in Choctaw, Mississippi. I'm not sure what all the other lodging options are. So I'd probably recommend staying on property. Great room rates, the casino. It's going to be a fun time in the resort. Kurt asked, what's the closest airport to that? That's on the TIP page. The closest airport's about an hour away, and it's in Jackson, Mississippi. So you can get there, American, Delta, Southwest, United. I fly American a lot. It's through Dallas. Looks like Southwest comes through Nashville quite a bit. And so relatively easy to get there. It is about an hour away from Jackson Airport, but it'll be a great time. So don't ask me to say the entire name for Jackson Airport because it's like 5 names long. So it's on the TIP page. There's a link to it, so you can go from there. So that is open for now. And I think I'll go ahead and turn the next one on the website so everybody can see while we're doing this live. And major number 2 we've got to talk about tonight is the Myrtle Beach Holiday Classic is returning December 2nd and 3rd, coming down to hang out with Jeff. You guys will get to see the van in person. And December 2nd is going to be at True Blue Golf Club, and December 3rd is going to be at Caledonia. And so 2 of my absolute favorite courses anywhere in the Southeast. True Blue in Caledonia, back-to-back December 2nd and 3rd. We are working currently on some sweet hotel deals, but let me tell you, you do not need us to negotiate a sweet hotel deal for you the first week of December at the beach. That's one of the best times to be down there. Golf courses are in perfect shape. The overseed has framed the fairways. The greens are in the best condition. A lot of times they are in all year, and it's just pure golf. We'll have the golf course to ourselves, limited field of 120 players. But Jeff, why don't you talk about Myrtle Beach, True Blue Caledonia a little bit? I know there's some of your favorite courses as well.
Oh, absolutely. True Blue and Caledonia are, like you said, Matt, are two of the best courses at Myrtle Beach. I mean, if you look at any of the rankings, they're always ranked up there. True Blue, they're two totally different golf courses, but they are amazing. Caledonia, it's a old colonial style setting, great golf course, very narrow fairways. True Blue, a little bit longer, a little bit more of a bomber's course, and you can put it out there. But as you mentioned, I mean, every year they're rated top golf courses in Myrtle Beach. The greens are phenomenal. So you don't want to miss a chance to come down there and play these two courses.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think one of the things that's really interesting about True Blue and Caledonia is it's the same designer. And, Mike Strantz, who also built Tobacco Road, Todd Hill Farm, some great golf courses around the country. And Fegley, feel free to jump in anytime because I know you're an architecture nerd like me. But you have Caledonia that is such a masterful design because it's on such a landlocked piece of property. And so you get very much a shot maker's course that's just everything's kind of, going through just these, little foresty areas in this landlocked property of Caledonia. And it's just 18 fantastic holes. And then you get to True Blue where you get to see what he gets to do when he has just an expansive property and kind of do whatever he wants. And so the result is you get an architect that typically you would see a lot of similarities between the two golf courses. And I don't think they could be any more different than they are. So, I mean, Fegley, what's your thoughts?
I remember one of the courses. I forget which side it was, but I've only played one of them, and it was in a downpour. So,
was that in February in 21?
Yeah,
that was we played True Blue.
Was it? That was True Blue. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, that was it. It is. Unfortunately, my rain-soaked mind. I remember some really interesting architectural things. Strantz obviously does his fun stuff, and from True Blue, it was really good. That's all I remember. It was good. It was a good time. Looking forward to obviously going back. December's a good time, so looking forward to that one. Hopefully, be able to figure out how to get down there. It is across the street from a friend of mine, so my lodging's at least covered. So, but yeah, that'll be a good one. That will definitely.
That if you've never played True Blue, the 18th hole is rated the hardest finishing hole in Myrtle Beach. And there's a reason.
I can see that. Yeah.
It's just a great golf course. And for all of you guys that are coming down to the beach for the North American Championship and staying on the north side, down in Pawleys where True Blue and Caledonia is, it couldn't be any more different. You get completely different feel if you're coming in for a weekend and stay down that way. It's completely different feel. Pawleys has got some really great restaurants and great spots. Murrell's Inlet has just a strip that's really cool. It's just a fun time to be down. It's not super crowded that time of year. The weather's always good. The golf courses are always great. And so definitely recommend the Myrtle Beach Holiday Classic, True Blue in Caledonia. Going to be a very fun weekend. It's just limited to 120. We sold it out last year, sold out pretty quick. So it's one you definitely want to jump on. But yeah, so we've got two more to talk about. One's a repeat. So probably a letdown for the people from last night, but we are going to open registration for it. But we'll take a minute. Does anybody have any questions for anybody while we get ready to turn the rest of this on? And I've got to look and see who's the first person to register for the Holiday Classic. Tim Robinson. Look at that. You are the big winner, sir. I love it. So, two really good tournaments. Chris tells me we got to take a quick break and a message from our friends at Turtleson. Love me some Turtleson too. I'm not gonna lie. So just ordered some shirts in for the North American Championship. I'm pretty excited about them. I'll be honest, my wife picked them out, which means y'all like them way more. So she does a way better job than I do. So I've got to not do that. But anyways, 2 more majors coming up. Going to be fun to talk to. We can talk through a little bit. One's a repeat that everybody loved, and one's a new one that I'm really excited about. So without further ado, the third major is the repeat, the Disney season kickoff. It's going to be January 17th and 18th at Disney's Palm Golf Course in Lake Buena Vista. Really great golf course, PGA Tour venue. Winners at Disney's Palm Golf Course include Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus, and Payne Stewart. And I just kind of stopped there because when you want an elite history, I mean, that's really all you need, right? So I love how everyone's nodding and no one's talking. So let's.
I'm still, I went down and helped work it last year. I'm trying to debate if I'm going to do the same this year or actually play, because riding the holes and picking up the tee markers, I was like, why did I not play this golf course?
Yeah, it's a really, really good golf course, right? So Magnolia is honestly still under construction. We were supposed to play Palm and Magnolia last year, and it was supposed to be open. They've run into permitting issues because there's bridges involved, and I feel really bad for them. They're having all kinds of fun. So we'll be back at the Palm. So Magnolia is kind of the course that's famous because it has the Mickey Mouse bunker on hole 6. But I'll be honest, having played them both now, I think Palm's a better golf course. I said it. I love the Palm. It's got a little bit more character, some more challenging tee shots. The greens last year were lightning fast and really, really good. And so it's a great event. What's nice, too, the Florida events in January, I know you're bringing the family down. You're going to want things to do in the afternoon. Our tee times are 7:15 to 9:15 every day, a morning double tee. And so we're out by mid-afternoon, so you can go to the park. You can, go to the beach if you want to drive an hour from Orlando. More likely go to the park, go to the pool, hang out, go to dinner. It's going to be a really great time to be down there. Disney season kickoff. It's a repeat. It's going to be fun. So, have you been down there, Fegley?
I have not.
You've not been to Disney yet?
Maybe this year I'll play. We'll see.
So I need to call your wife and ask her for you.
Well, the mouse is involved, so might be able to get away with one of those early tea times and visitations.
Hey, Fagley, we can send your wife and my wife together, because I know if I'm going, she's going to the park.
There you go. There you go. This could be. Hey, we just need a connection to get some better ticket rates at the park, but hey,
yeah,
that's difficult. look at Matt's response to that.
So the question I have for you, Fegley, and I'm curious to see what the audience chimes in that knows you. Are you the guy that wears the Mickey Mouse ears at the park as you're walking through? Is that something you would do?
No. I am biting my. That is one of those yesteryear moments in life, because standing in line for what a 2-minute ride, the 40-minute wait versus 2 minutes of entertainment. It's not my thing, but.
I hear you. Well, we'll be talking a lot about Disney as we get there. We may even see Jeff there. I know it's getting a little dark and Jeff down at the beach there, but
it's starting to, but it's okay.
I'm just, the comments coming in are really bad.
Oh my gosh.
So
Miller and Clifford. Well, here we go.
Yeah, but in Disney, there's some great food, great food in Orlando. So if you can't find a good restaurant in Orlando, I don't know what to say to you, because it's all over the place. Disney just put in a putting course, like Pinehurst has putting course, Thistledew and Stream Song's got their putting course. So Disney just put that in, so there'll be some entertainment there. I'm sure there'll be some gambling going on as well, unsanctioned, of course. And Doug asked a question about different resort. The answer is we have a different resort this year. We do have a great room rate at Mystic Dunes Resort, and which is in Celebration, Florida. Also Hilton property, but got some great room rates. The 2-bedroom suites are going to be $129 a night, plus tax resort fee, and the 1-bedroom suites are going to be $85 a night. And so the booking link is being generated as we speak. The contract is signed, and we're getting that going for everybody. But everybody's going to be under one property, and that is because the 4th major that we're announcing tonight is actually at the brand new, completely remodeled Mystic Dunes golf course that they have just invested. I don't know how much they've invested, but it's a pile. That's all I can say, because they've redid all the greens, all the fairways, all the tees, all the rough. They regrassed everything. They redid the driving range, redid the putting green, and it opens next month. And
Don't forget they redid the bunkers as well. I read about that. So
they redid the bunkers. So a great golf course. I believe Gary Koch, is that right?
I think so.
I think it's Gary Koch. I played it a lot growing up because, a lot of times my dad's timeshare, we'd go down on vacation down there. Great golf course, great layout. All it needed was a little bit of TLC, and then Hilton came in when they bought Diamond Resorts and decided to completely redo the whole thing. It's going to be stellar in January, so we're looking forward to being there. And it's going to be nice because you're going to be able to stay on property, walk out the back door, and be at the golf course, which will be a great way to spend the Mystic Dunes Classic, which is going to be January 20th and 21st. We are working on a Friday event, so we'll keep in touch about that. But it's going to be a great week down in Florida. We can call it the Florida Swing. But yeah, January 20th and 21st at Mystic Dunes. It's an easy ride over from Orlando Airport if you fly into MCO. Mystic Dunes is not too far from Disney, maybe 10, 15 minutes from the Palm Golf Course. And then we'll be on property for the second event of the weekend. The difference, if you're asking about last year, there are going to be, after a lot of player feedback, there's going to be two majors, not a 4-ball event. They're both stroke play events. So you can come down and you can get 2 majors knocked out within 5 days. It's going to be a great time down in Orlando. We're looking forward to it. So,
oh my God.
Any questions? What are you guys thinking? What's your reaction, Jeff? It's dark where you are, so.
I don't know, but I've got more light now. So, I mean, we're good.
You do look good.
That's a scary thought. But no, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to a great season. I'm looking forward to all the majors that we're going to have. I mean, you got some phenomenal golf courses that you're putting in.
Well, I appreciate that. And I know, we can't possibly talk about the rest of the schedule because you got to come to the North American Championship for that. But the exciting part about 2024 is we're just getting started. So I'm excited. 2024 is going to be some great places. It's a great mix of really good golf courses at great value, and then some of the premier golf resorts in the world. And everywhere in between. So there's a little bit of something for everybody. But like you said, excited for these 4, excited to be down in Tim's World for Dancing Rabbit. It's going to be a fun weekend down there. A great weekend to be in the sports book, by the way, with, LSU playing at Alabama, I've seen in the comments. So that'll be fun. Casinos are never a good time for a golf tournament. The Myrtle Beach Holiday Classic is seriously, I love Myrtle Beach in December. The golf's great. The weather's great. It's just a great time to be down there. It's not overcrowded. It's just a perfect time to be at the beach. And then the Florida Swing is going to be really fun this year with the addition of Mystic Dunes. So I love how Doug's calling me out. I appreciate that, Doug. So.
And there's some small horse racing going on that weekend too. The November event that'll be Breeders' Cup weekend. So those of you that pay attention to the ponies, that's that weekend. I will be attending the pony races. So give you a live update for all those hot tips.
Just FYI, I don't know anything about ponies, but my money's going wherever Faley's money's going. I do know that.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But anyhow, yeah, Jake, I need help. You know, we all have our things. Oh.
Right. It's it happens. All I know is when we show up with somebody to watch a game in the sports book and they pull out their laptop with like years worth of odds making, you're just like, I'm just gonna watch. So
you know they're serious at that point.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And you know, it'll be a good time. No, I'm looking forward to Florida. It's always anytime going to Florida in January. It's like I can be behind that. You know, it's the time to be there.
Florida.
Florida.
When you're freezing your you know what off and it's 72 degrees and sunny and we're playing in shorts. It's never a bad day. So
No.
I'm just waiting till somebody remembers the cold front that came through a few years ago.
I was thinking about it, but I wasn't bringing it up. That was
yeah. So it was.
I got my camera crew to put me some lights up now. So
there we go.
You're official at the beach there, Jeff. I love it. So that's pretty good stuff. And anyways, do we have any questions coming in about majors? We can chat a little about the 2024 season. Got a little bit of time. So just kind of waiting. Well, nothing else, man. 2024 is going to be an exciting year. I know you, Fegley, and Tim have been working really hard on some stuff with the handicap committee. You know, we've been paying attention to a lot of stuff, a lot of feedback getting from people. We'll tease a couple things, I guess. There's going to be some new qualifications coming in. There's going to be a new process for demotions. The biggest change we're probably going to make is related to how points are going to work. Yeah. We've been listening to you guys talking about getting promoted, losing a bunch of points, and that whole thing. We've been working on a solution for that. I'll say we're in the final testing phase of that. So we've run it through about 200 examples at this point, and so we're just continuing to take a look. Everything's coming together. We're working on some changes in the member manual. I think it's going to be an exciting year. So what are you most excited about in 2024, Matt?
Most excited for? Some things I can't talk about because I might get to participate in some things that are on the calendar. So, but with that, I'm really excited about, you know, the handicap thing has been a challenge. And those of you that saw today,
this is going on screen, just so you know.
There we go. There we go. But, you know, it's getting the feedback from the guys and just listening, the guys and the gals, and just listening and just trying to understand. You know, I've been through a lot of the things that a lot of the players bring up personally myself. So, you know, just understanding that we're looking at it from an aspect of what's best for them, because a lot of us have lived through it. So, you know, it comes from a good perspective. I really like, you know, the points things that we've looked at. I really like what Tim and I have come up with as far as some of the processes that we're changing, and hopefully it's reflected by the players understanding that it's all in benefit of them. It's all in trying to address a lot of the things that we've seen, a lot of the problems that we've had. So, I mean, just as a general, I am excited that we are, you know, we're not taking the same sheet of paper, writing a new date on it and passing it out. We're taking the time, taking the feedback, looking through the things and trying to come up with things that are going to. So that's the biggest exciting thing that I have that we can talk about right now. So there we go.
Wow. I said I haven't heard about some of these things yet, so I guess I need to schedule a meeting with y'all to figure out what you come up with. So let's go to Jeff. What are you most excited about? 2024.
I'm excited about, like I said, about the majors, some of the courses that we've talked about. You know, getting everybody down to Myrtle Beach in December, like you said, that's going to be a great time. It's just everything that the tour is doing. The slogan "By the players, for the players" means a lot, because I think everyone's starting to see that that's who we're here for and that's who we're catering to.
I think that's good. It's kind of interesting to see how everything's evolved. From I still remember having a conversation with Jody and we were talking about it, like, and it kind of came to us, and our initial thought was, and it's really the same in our chapter owners, right? We've all played on amateur tours. I've played on a million golf tournaments, I feel like, and have been through a lot. Matt, I think you said it best. You've been through a lot of this stuff, so when we see some of the frustrations and things, we get it, and just understand that we hear you. The only thing I ask, if you reach out, just don't start yelling, like, because we really do take feedback to heart, and we really do discuss it. It's not a guarantee that we're going to do everything that's suggested, right? Everything has to fit into a place, and finding a balance is sometimes challenging, but we're certainly working on it. And I can tell you the changes that we've settled on for 2024 are all directly related to feedback we've gotten from our members, which is exciting. So it's great to have a team of chapter owners and our staff that's willing to do it. So Tim, it's up to you. What are you most excited for in 2024?
A couple of things. One, the national majors that we have planned. I know we've talked about 4 of them tonight, and they're all great in their own right, and they're all at some really good golf courses. But it's like you said, it's just not even the tip of the iceberg on what we've got planned for the rest of the year. And then the other thing too is the new chapters that are coming on board. I can't wait for some of these areas to come on board and just be able to visit those and play some of the golf courses in those areas.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's been fun to watch your growth down in Atlanta and Birmingham. It's been fun to watch, Jeff. You've stepped in the middle of the year and just absolutely poured gasoline on the fire. I'm excited to see your first schedule come out. I know we've been talking about some things in Myrtle Beach. It's going to be fun. And Fegley, watching you get some traction up in NorCal. So continuing to work hard, and we'll make sure to give you a soft helmet at the chapter owner retreat for your handicap committee assignment. But
maybe a parking place.
Yeah, just the parking spot will work.
Yeah. Let's just put it this way: if I put a parking spot at the North American Championship that says Matt Fegley handicap chair, I am not parking my rental there. That's all I have to say. There is zero chance I'm parking my rental. Like, for handicap committee, I might do that just as a joke, just because I want to walk by an empty parking place all day.
Nobody will park there.
So
there was a viral video today that went out about some stripped vehicles that were left in Oakland, and that's about what I would expect. So if you all saw that on your social media feeds, there you go. That's about what I would expect what would be left with the car. Not much.
Cool. So I'm going to throw a couple comments up on the screen, answer some questions. So Travis wants to know if Texas has a chapter. Texas has two chapters. Dallas Fort Worth, that is ran by David and Lisa Davis, and the Houston chapter, which we can officially announce, we'll bring him on soon so you all can meet him. Mark Gonzalez taking over Houston next year, which we're really excited about. He's been working really hard to get some things ready. So make sure, Houston guys, make sure to welcome Mark to the team. We'll get him on. We'll get him on the live next week. So it's going to be a blast. Coming in, question: any chance of a 4-round tournament in the Midwest? You never know. It could happen. Can't answer that. It's a secret. I will say I'm particularly excited about the new major venue in the Midwest for next summer, though. It's going to be a good one. Right, Fegley?
Mm-hmm. We're all like, yeah, I love it. You'll have to wait.
You have to wait. North American Championship. Come to registration night. We'll tell you. I promise. So let's see. Trying to get some questions.
Oh, we got a good about match play.
Match play, yep.
There you go. I'm staying out of the match play discussion.
You guys run a great one in your local chapter.
Yeah, but I'm just to the point of like getting everybody that was playing their matches late to get the bracket out like 6 days late, and so I'm gonna let you all talk about match play. It's Chris's favorite format to run, so he's all about it.
Yeah,
so,
Chris, will you help us set ours up for Birmingham and Atlanta?
Those of you,
Chris, to come on the microphone.
yeah, those of you not privy to what Chris is saying in the background.
Anyway.
I'm a huge fan of match play. I mean, I really like it. I play in a Thursday event with my golf club, and it is a very good time. I think we're gonna get it going this year in North Cal, so we'll have that going. But yeah, I mean, as far as a national thing, the logistics of that, geez. Wow, who knows? Maybe.
See, I really want to do I'll just throw this out there. I haven't had this. I'd really like to book like a 32-man match play field at like a Gamble Sands, and like all go stay at Gamble Sands. Everybody plays 36 holes a day for 3 days, and just have a match play tournament. I don't know who'd be down for that, but I think it would be a blast.
That would be a lot of fun. A lot. Especially after people start to figure out some of the fun things you can do on that golf course that you're hitting it where exactly?
Right. Well, Gamble Sands is great because you really can't miss.
No, you can.
I challenge that.
I mean, it's literally like playing golf with bumpers. But anyways, moving on some questions because I'm going to ignore Jody talking smack as the APT page because we have a Ryder Cup coming up with Nashville. But Steve Daniels wants to know if there'll be a Thursday event before Nationals.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Wild Wing, tee time start at 10 o'clock. We'll have it posted this weekend. We're working on a format to make it fun because it's not going to be something we obviously post for points or anything like that because the North American Championship's the next day. So we may do something fun. Maybe we can do a live vote what the format should be. So I thought about doing like randomizing the pairings and doing like a low gross, low net of a team, count 2 balls, and do like a team thing in skins, something fun. I thought about doing like a quota game.
Interesting.
So, hey, Matt, I'll say this from a couple of years ago, the Hero tournament before Ambrier, where we did the 4-man teams. That was really fun.
Yeah,
so
I think it'd be good. Distribute pairings by handicap. Have a good time.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. See thoughts in the stat? 2-man scramble. That'd be an interesting thing to do, Dave, for North American.
Yeah.
Matt Miller, I don't know how you'd play bingo, bango, bongo as a tournament. It's a great cash game, but I don't know how you play it as a tournament.
Like, can we play Vegas against the whole field?
Oh Lord! Oh God!
If it's net, I'm in. If it's gross, I'm out.
Yeah.
So, I know my boy Derek. We'll take anybody on in Vegas. So let's go. So that would be interesting. So we're working through that. So if anybody has any suggestions, just let me know on that. We're just going to do something fun. We want everybody to kind of be able to play their own ball, to still get a practice round in, but keep the atmosphere light because it's obviously the day before the championship. We'll get a skins game going. It's going to be a great time. So, a good T flip challenge. It's pretty funny. Oh goodness. Any other questions? So somebody I saw earlier asked about the how the handicap and points are going to work for next year. We can't tell you yet. We're working on it. We're finalizing some stuff. There's going to be some stuff released soon, so stay tuned. We're working really hard on it though.
And yeah, I like that. We can't talk about it now.
Just remember, blame Fagley. That when all else fails, blame Fagley.
Yeah. So we can put up practice round rates for the North American Championship. Chris, do you want to put those on the screen? We'll walk through that. Here's practice round rates just to remind everybody. TPC Myrtle Beach, $119. Kings North, $109. World Tour, $109. Wild Wing, $85. Myrtlewood, $79. That's either golf course. Myrtle Beach National West, $59, and Burning Ridge, $59. You'll see the Tee Time Central number at the bottom. Make sure to save that in your phone. Everybody's going to call in to book those tee times, and that's going to be the way to do it. And tee times can be made starting September 6th. So we'll have those practice round rates available. Please do not call them before September 6th. Our rates are good starting on September 6th. So man, some good comments in here.
I love Steve Daniels.
Wow, Steve.
That's pretty funny. That can't be put on the screen. But
Yeah.
no, Steve, it will not be. There will not be that for you. So, and then Kurt wants to know about the release of the local 24 schedules. I'll put that up. So usually the release comes around November, December for most chapters. A lot of times they'll get their fall events out first for doing the fall season, and then you'll see a lot for one-day local events, a lot of golf courses. We haven't been able to finalize everything yet. It's a little early for that process, but as soon as we can get that done, we'll get that out and published for you. Some chapters are already done, the overachievers, which is not myself, and so I'm still working on it. I've got about 6 dates to go. But just stay tuned. And your local chapter, it's kind of different depending on what market and what area of the country you're in. I think Jeff could probably in Myrtle Beach post his 2028 schedule now, and they wouldn't care because he's in Myrtle Beach. So, where the rest of us are like, they're like, you want to have an event in 2 months? But we'll get those out as soon as we can. So I appreciate the comment. Wayne wants to know pairings for the par 3. There will be pairings for the par 3 contest. It's going to be a really fun night. We're going to have a good time with that. So we've got some fun things in store for the par 3. Rick wants to know how to sign up for the Thursday event. We'll get it published this weekend and get it up. So Monday morning, you should be able to sign up just like you would for the par 3. It'll be sitting right next to it.
When do you guys do the Folds of Honor 100 holes? When do you guys do that?
Rick, you absolutely can start begging for the Folds of Honor 100 hole sponsor. So my friend Rick Knepp with us, Don Hamblett, Jake, and myself each played 100 holes for Folds of Honor last year to raise money. We raised as a team. What did we raise, Jake? 20? It's like right at $20,000, I think. 15 maybe. I've slept since then. But anyways, we raised a heap of money for Folds of Honor thanks to the generosity of our friends and APT members. It was a great event. Really fun. We can't wait to do it again. It's the Monday of PGA Show Week. So it's literally the day or Tuesday of PGA Show Week. Sorry. So it's the day after the end of Mystic Dunes. And so there'll be a team of APT guys playing 100 holes for Folds of Honor. So I like Pinckney's idea.
Mm-hmm.
Be an interesting one.
Oh boy. I'm like, okay, I can see that.
So I don't know who Dukes is on YouTube, so I always feel bad because I want to respond to his comments, but it's Dukes. So he's asking St. Louis. St. Louis is close to being done. I will say that. There's just a few dates we need to get signed, but we've got a lot of good stuff in store for you.
Travis, no, we don't talk about that. I don't know what those are.
Yeah, Travis, like don't speak that evil over us.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a quote from a guy I work with when it comes to scheduling things. All positive thoughts.
All positive, 100%. 100%. Actually, although we are getting I guess SoCal and we're up here in North Cal, we're going to get some remnants of what do they call them? Cyclones. I don't know if it's a hurricane. I don't know my cyclone hurricane terminology, but I think we're going to get remnants of one moving up the coast out here. So it's crazy.
Has that even ever happened in California?
Yeah, it's one of those weird things. It's happened, but it's 1948 was the last time it happened, or some random year, Positive thoughts. Positive thoughts. Yes. Yeah. Oh boy. Anyhow, positive.
Just keep coming in, man. I don't even know what to do.
Yep.
I love that team.
I don't know what to do with y'all. So I give up. Jeff, you gotta take over for a minute here. You're leading the discussion now. We're just gonna move Jeff to the top here. I'm gonna go to the bottom and hide.
I'm looking at some of these comments and they're killing me. They're killing me. Yeah, positive thoughts. Okay, I'm good with that. Positive vibes only.
I love the Caddyshack quote that Kurt dropped. There you go.
It's pretty good here. Well, anyways, moral of the story is there's not going to be a hurricane hit Myrtle Beach.
No.
Knock on wood. The weather is, Rick says the weather is perfect for American Dunes. It's going to be a great time this weekend, whether it's country club weather. We do have a few spots left for the North American Championships. If you're wanting to play, get on those now. Because once they're gone, they're gone. First four majors are open. Registration is open. People are signing up for each of those. 120 spots for each, except for Dancing Rabbit, which is 100. So once those are gone, they'll be gone. And 2024 membership registration is open. So go feel free to renew your membership. If you've been watching along and been waiting to join until next year, if you join now, you can play the remainder of the 2023 season, which is kind of a fun thing we do at the end of the year. But other than that, it's been a great time. And without, Jody or Phil rambling, we're going to sign off 5 minutes early. So I'm going to call that a win. So anyways, appreciate you guys. We will be live next Thursday with some updates on the North American Championship. We may throw some rules updates or something in it if we get those done in time. It'll be a good time. But until then, play well this weekend and have a great time. We'll see you soon on the APT.